Hey guys, how is going? I'm Anthony, this is Alicia. We've started the shower already, you haven't probably seen any of it, but we're just trying to work it out. So we've put some wall studs up, we had to do the wiring for the power point and for the light switch, sorry, next to it, so it's come through. I've also brought the hot and cold, fuck you know.
Piping.
No. I've also brought the hot and cold piping through the floor where it needs to come up through the wall cavity, and then we're gonna show you what we're doing with these taps set up. So it's been tricky because we can't have our taps deadly in the middle because it's such a small shower, so we're gonna end up hitting the taps on our legs, and you know, little fella's gonna put his head up and bang on it, so we're gonna have to move him over towards the windows. So we've worked that out with the mixer. We were trying to put the mixer side by side, but it don't work like that because when you put the mixer on, it's side by side, so it's very awkward. So we need up and down. So I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm cutting a bit of timber now just to put that in, and yeah, we'll be underway. So I'm gonna cut a piece here. We'll cut that 232. Better cut that now. I'll be back.
Say hi, Leighton. Okay, say hi. Sit. Say hi. A little bit cold here in Newcastle today, so we're running the aircon. It's good to give it a run. Got all the lights connected up on just a tiny motorbike battery. Remember my sensor lights, they're running. Bought just on Temu a lovely little shelf, just because I'm going to have a laptop. Anthony's deciding, he thinks he might have an iPad, but I can then sit my iPad on there. It's only a cheapie, so if it doesn't work, there's no skin off our nose, is there? But yeah, we might install that today if he's in the mood. But yes, lots of plumbing pieces everywhere. Bit of a mess to try to figure it out because it is so small in here. That's what we're struggling with. The shower was determined by the kitchen, and we definitely wanted a pantry, so.
Just cut my piece. That'll go in here somewhere. I always don't like it. Does fit, but I always cut it a little bit tighter so you don't have to hold it. Alright, so that'll go right back to that wall. So here's our mixer. I've still got to put it all together. So these are just shark bite bits here that I've screwed in there. So you just buy these from Bunnings, quick to put on your pipe, you don't have to solder or anything. Just screw in there. Obviously I'm going to put some thread tape and all that on it when I get it all set up. And this is just a shark bite shower head connection bit, so you can just screw our show them the portable one. I've got that there.
Just got a caravan one, you know how they've got the button on there, so it's nothing special.
Yeah. So that just screws on there, boom boom, out the wall, done. So it's such a small shower, so we really can't get too fancy on it, but we've used up all the room, and you know, you don't sleep in the shower or anything, so that's what we're doing. So obviously we're picturing doing something like this, so that'll go into there or something like that, and then that shower bit will go on here, but it'll hook up here. So it only needs connecting, and then that's away from your body. So, but originally I wanted it like that. Oh no, sorry, this way around. This way around, that's why that was cut out. And then that went onto there, but you can't rotate the mixer. The mixer's only got certain holes in it for all that, so you can't rotate the actual mixer on here, you only can rotate this. So that would have worked perfect, because then the hose spout's coming out there, which isn't in your road. But we're going to have to do it all here. So bear with me and I'll cut this up and we will get that on there. What about there? What about there? Got these cutters, pipe cutters, just like that. Yeah, I can do it. Show you this. It's a bit spastic, but yeah. Oh, no. Nice cut, see? No burrs, nothing. Just for these. Also buy these at hardware store. Not very dear, but if you go cutting with angle grinders and whatever carrying on, you're gonna get leaks. So anyway, before this goes together, I'm going to screw that some tape on this over here, thread tape. Hold it, thank you. So by the way it's threading to the way that you're going to be screwing in. So, doing that around. Oh, I just want a decent bit on there. I don't want it to leak behind the shower or anything. So, sit there. And then that will screw into there. So that's gone with my tape. If it was the other way to push against it, it'd unroll. Well, just think about how you're going to put it in. You know, because I'm putting it in and I'm turning clockwise, so I want tape clockwise. Alright, so obviously I've got to get a tool to do that. Be back. I'll be back.
Unfortunately, in these sorts of jobs, I can't do much to help other than hold the camera, which we normally don't have people holding the camera. We normally do our individual jobs. But yes, I'm the camera beep today. Still got the battery box to build, and we've still got the drawers to build. That's two more bigger things to do. Pretty exciting to get the shower because we run out of hot water all the time at home. We're a family of 5, and I figured, well, we've got continuous in the bus, so no one could go without a hot shower now if we got this up and running. So it might be nice to come out here and be on your own and have a really long shower because it's continuous hot water.
Right. And that will go under there. Push it in hard so they're locked in and that can't come out. Alright? So then that will go under there like that. So let's screw that on. Where this hose is otherwise. It's hard working in such a small space. It's, but I've still got to be able to come out here with my pipes. So they probably will be changed to 90s.
Yeah. Instead
of straights, because I've got to come up with the hoses and they've got to go in, and they'll probably come up through here.
Yeah.
Up like that. So I won't need I'll help you.
Okay.
How long I hold this? Just until I get a screw in there. Like that. Working about there. Don't move it, hey? Not up to you to move.
It's not
look
light.
at these pissy screws too. I did use a smaller screw too because they didn't fit through these holes. Their holes aren't that big on the fittings. As you can see, tiny little holes. But I really wanted to put a real decent screw in. But anyway, here's what it is. Another one down here. Oh, that's not going anywhere. But those bigger ones in here. Another one. 3 holes on this. Alright. So that's that. Geez, that hair is warm.
Yeah.
Phew.
It's on 25.
Whoa. My age. There we go. Alright. I have these other pieces. So these are mix of pieces. It's going to go in. So those 2 bits there, they go into, this is cartridge. So, you know, if you get leaks, you can replace that cartridge. That cartridge, those 2 holes go into those 2 holes. That's what I said, like that. So we'll put that on. Like that. That'll work. So, alright. And that bit will go under there. That.
And then it's got a cover plate.
And then I'll fix it all up though. It's all going to be
Yeah.
tightened and stuff, but I'm just showing you how that'll go on, and then there'll be a square cover plate that goes on the wall after the wall panel. So you'll only see like a little bit of that, or probably did that, and then that bit will come out, and then you can cut these down too. They're too long, which we probably will, because I think my panel comes out to about here. Or I want to come up to there, yeah, just on that thing, so that'll have to be cut, but that's okay, we can do that. So and then that'll that bit there, I'll screw in there. Why I wanted to do that is with this, you can get the bits that put these on angles, but it didn't come with this one, so that'll just be like on there. That's why I said that
If we find one, we'll use it, but we
Yeah.
haven't found one yet.
because that, so it'll stick out like that, and you can swing off it out the window and stuff if you want.
But anyway, it's good to be over here too. Initially we're going to put it over here for size because it's so small in here, but this will be good because Anthony is so big he might want to have a shower outside more often than not. Means he can open the window and take everything outside and still reach it, like, because he's 6'4".
Yeah, was the layout with the kitchen and having this tall boy thing here to put our stuff in.
The pantry.
Didn't allow us to be back
No.
where the window would have been opening would have been here, so I've had to do it this way, which will be sheeted, but you can still put your hand in here and open the window.
Yeah.
Like this.
Yeah.
You can still open a window like that after this is finished, and then the water can't get in there. And that's what the idea was, because we're so far back.
Yeah. And then, like I said, Anthony can have an outdoor shower if he hates how small the shower is, because I can stand in here, but he can't, obviously.
No, because it curves over near the ceiling there, so it's very hard for a 6'4" person. Yeah, well, I just don't shower at all, but it might stink, like the dog, maybe.
The dog needs a bath too.
Anyway. So that's, I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? That's probably
Yeah,
a
I think
good
so.
height
And
too.
it's good this side, as I said, because you can
you
have
can
a shower
turn it on through the
outside.
window, yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I know you could still reach it over here because you're so tall, but
Yeah.
you know, it means I could reach it over here.
Yeah. Well, that's
When Anthony's finished here, I've got to paint in behind here. Get in there, see how that's all white, and so you can't see it from the outside. We'll wait till he's finished.
So why this is a trickier shower is I'm doing, like, obviously my own base and that, because the shower base is not the design or that we wanted. So this will be probably like 18, 25mm ply here, so I can counter sink my tap drain fittings in there and waterproof it all. So it'll be all plied underneath with like an 9mm ply first, and then I can waterproof all of this, and then that'll be sheeted in that like PVC tile sheets to make it look nice. That will be real tiles there and a tile floor.
Yep.
But the way I have to do the shower is I have to do it like this, not that piece, but obviously, but it'll come, say it went out like that, so it'll be like that, and then it'll be, the door will be here, so it'll be on an angle.
So we can open the fridge door.
So the fridge door completely opens, not like half, because we've got a seat there, third seat, so we'd have to, you could still get in if it didn't open that way, but you would have to go around, but in it, and then it'll be sheeted here like this, and that'll be the door, and then it'll be just sheeted in here, so there'll be a frame there, and then that way these can be covered, be sheeted in there. You'll see in the end, but just trying to explain why it's so tricky. It's not just like a square finish up shower, be done with it. It's all got to be
we wanted to
on
get
an
into
angle
the
and
fridge.
sort of comes around.
Yeah.
So yeah, always make things hard for myself, but that's how I've got to do it. So that's it for today.
Funny. Well, that's it for today. Not all completed. It's a lot more tricky than you would think. With the fridge door and the pantry door, we're having to find an easier way to do it. If the doors were around the other way, it'd just be so much simpler. But yes, hopefully we get some more done tomorrow. If not, next week. But yeah, enjoy. See you next time. Find us on every platform. Please like and subscribe. You know it helps us out. We definitely need more of you guys to subscribe. Help us get out of here. We want to see Australia. See you next time.